Fuck you, Tony. Oh, hi, everyone.
Hello.
Saturday. Professional streamer. Hey, you've been there before.
Did I not join on episode 3?
Hmm?
One day.
Defense. This was never supposed to be a one shot. Yeah, this was actually supposed to be a campaign.
Wait, was Saturday campaign supposed to be a one shot?
I mean, like, so what's the name of the Saturday campaign, Beastborg?
Honestly, I forgot. Everlasting one shot, I think, right?
Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised I remembered that.
Yeah. And then we've got how not to one shot, and we've got not another one shot. A real one shot. Although, I guess technically, I'm breaking the one shot rule. Yeah. But so for me, it's more of a cameo, but it's a cameo of a one shot character. Like a character that I played in a one shot, and he just wants to come back because he's the champion.
Here's our
Cheers, everybody.
cheers.
I will say that the last time that the Hurricane stepped in the ring, there was not another god of lucha present. The Hurricane did not feel as if he was pressured by any of the competition that arrived in the last one.
I mean, considering you.
The
There was a
Hurricane
few
has
people.
seen the lineup. The Hurricane knows these fighters. The Hurricane is excited to put a good show on for y'all. Nice. Nice. You have access to the goat cams? Soon. Right? Write it off.
Thanks, Phineas. Yep.
Because my Yeti decided to disconnect. Well,
Fantastic.
that tracks. I thanked you for being our first patron and for helping me breathe some life back into the Patreon. We discussed, mostly they discussed, the campaign next week on Wednesday. I'm gonna have to go check all my mic settings again. I love OBS. It just works like a charm every time.
Unless you need it to.
Yeah, unless I'm like live.
Or trying to record something.
Cheers again. Mm-hmm.
Cheers.
Yeah, it's a miracle that I was able to actually record that April Fool's video we did. Absolutely miraculous. Anyway, so the party returned to Muntberg after bravely fleeing from Dwimmermount. They lost 2 companions, gained 2 dwarven companions, and almost got killed by a couple of Black Widows. A throuple of Black Widows. Right on, we'll see you soon. We left off with the party returning early in the morning to the gates of Muntberg. You and your newly discovered dwarven companions are greeted with smiles and knowing nods from the town's guard. You recognize some of the faces.
Honestly, this is super great. Because now these dwarves get to go to the other dwarves in town and be like, no, like, I know he's a greenskin, but like, dude saved our asses.
That's true, yeah. You might be able to use the good deeds
Don't
of
expect them
Grog.
to ever actually be friendly to Grog, but they might tolerate his presence. You know, like these 2 guys. Yeah, I expect them to actually like, all right, Grog, you're all right. You know, you're not too bad. But like everyone else in the hall, at best, I expect them to just tolerate him being there.
Right. Considering they were captured by the demon-touched orcs, it's probably a welcome sight. Yeah. I mean, Grog is a possible one-of-a-kind as is, but still.
I mean, he's kind of him.
Yep. He's the most intelligent and wise of the orcs. With a 8 and a 9.
14 and 17, man, guys.
So, actually, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
ridiculous.
Actually the most intelligent and wise of all the orcs.
He was born to be the war chief.
Too.
Right.
The reason he was walking alone away from town as the rest of the orcs raided the town.
He knew what was good.
You and Grog.
He still didn't seem too fond of the
Phineas
elves, but
as smart as Grog.
that's pretty impressive.
I mean, yeah. 14 intelligence on a wizard, you know.
Certainly try.
It was his best. You have made it to level 3.
That's great. Phineas the first and only.
Yeah, so far.
So far.
Now, the dwarf is awesome.
Thune the first now exists.
It's true. The first of his name that Phineas has met. So, is there anything that the lot of you wanted to do and or purchase in Muntberg?
I would like to get some armor for my dwarf. What can dwarves wear? Can dwarves wear plate?
Probably, I mean, I'll make it wear dwarven plate, I imagine.
Be like plate crafted for a stocky child.
Okay.
Right.
I would like to get plate armor made.
Well, you do know some
And-
dwarves.
Yes.
I'll say honestly, if you guys wanted to like go get the dwarves to their brother,
Yeah.
you know,
After you.
that might be not a bad idea.
I don't think you guys have seen a brother.
I thought you said he was chilling up here with these dwarves.
Um, as far as the bit of lore that I have goes, I don't think he was actually any relation to these dwarves. My point being, I guess, I don't think his home was in Mudburg.
No. It's not that it's their home, but the brother was. You said he was like staying with these dwarves out here because, like, you know, there's something about the three of them, and so like the two of them are down there, and the one got away, and now he was just staying with these dwarves. And we had seen him with another party of adventurers coming into Dwimmermount, and now I can only assume he was coming in to try and save his
That's right.
brothers.
He had been. There's no way he would have been able to return home on his own, that's for sure.
Yeah, so like he had gone back, was staying with the dwarves in Muntberg, and was trying to like get people to come down to try and get his brothers or whatever. So I thought
sounds
he was
about
here in
correct.
town. So I think that they should probably go see their brother, who's been trying to risk life and limb to save them. I never said he was very successful at it, but like, just because we're better at doing the saving.
Yeah.
Do that. After you.
We had strength in numbers.
We have.
Sorry, I was just
And
trying to
what-
look for his name here. Oh yes, Belfar.
I was about to say, I think it started with a B.
Well, considering you didn't see or hear him or another party on the way out, assume that he is taking up residence with the others. I'm gonna have to give them new last names every single time that you guys return to Mudburg.
Next thing you know, you're gonna call them the Chip and Jingleheimer Schmitz.
No, no.
His name is my name too.
The next week, oh, it's the first. That's their last name, the first. They're all the first. The week after that, it's all the black strands.
Stonehill,
No,
Stone
you
Mountain,
guys-
Stonehammer.
Pick the brothers to go see their brother. I will handle all the preparations for our deceased brothers.
So, John Jacob and his remaining brother take the two bodies to the... Where were we burying them? Temple of Typhon? No, Temple of Tyche.
No, we buried people out in the field.
Yes.
If you
The
insist.
temple is neither temple is large enough for the Jingleheimers.
It'll be buried near cars.
The Fields of Eternity is the only place large enough for our family.
Yes.
So you head out to your family's cornfield.
It totally fertilizes the crops.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Timothy. You were a simple man, but you were always there when I needed a light. So, thanks.
And you guys managed to,
Good.
well, between the two Jingleheimer brothers and Grog, you're able to successfully dig two man-sized graves for the two dead men. You lay them to rest.
I let Jimothy know how lucky he is to be claimed by the Fields of Eternity with the rest of the Jingleheimers.
He's very lucky to be free compost.
And as we realize that nobody had ever heard the man speak his own familial name, that he shall posthumously be granted the title of Jimothy Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. Welcome home.
Awesome. So you fill the graves and begin your short return to Muntberg. Lars and Phineas, you escort... Hey, look, it's working. I don't know if anybody
That's not
can
what I
hear
said.
Yeah, that's more like it. You guys escort the two brothers back to the Stone Hammer Hill Mountain Keep. The door is shut, but you can hear the low voices of the dwarves inside, seemingly yet again at breakfast.
I mean, I guess Timothy will or Dennis will just walk in.
So will Lars. Tars will stay with the two dwarves.
You open the doors and they seem to already recognize your footfalls. The door... into the front here is open as well. And you make your way into the dining room, where you see the old dwarf sitting and eating. Balfour is at the table.
You. And, I'll point to Balfour.
Aye, what can I do for you?
It's not what you necessarily do for me, it's what I've done for you. I got something for you outside.
Lars will kind of wave at him and be like, come this way.
Alright, very well. He stands from the table, bumping it, kind of rocking it. He grabs his plate and follows you out the front door.
I just throw him that way, and as soon as he can't see me, I put my hand up to my face to tell him to be quiet and listen.
And he follows you out. He sees his two brothers standing side by side, looking rugged and half naked. Well, it's about time the two of you showed your miserable faces again. I hope you're all right. It looks like perhaps you fared worse, but not incredibly well down there.
We were almost eaten by orcs.
Orcs? What, like that green skin? It's been traveling around with the Jingleheimers?
No, I think they were redskins.
Oh. Well, we slayed many of them on the upper level. Wouldn't be surprised if there were far more down below. It's good to see your faces again. Why don't you come in, get some food, perhaps some clothes.
You, just walk right in?
And he pats each of them on the shoulder as they pass by him, letting them through the door first. As they enter the dining room, he rushes up behind them. Presenting my two lost brothers. Fuck are their names again?
Glando.
And soon, the first.
Ah, see, a befitting title for you. Well, if they could borrow some clothing, perhaps some armaments, I'm sure there's much work to be done in the depths. And the old dwarf nods. We'll see that they're clothed. You're welcome to have some food. Stay a while if you need. Your brother Balfour here has certainly enjoyed his stay. He kind of cuts him a sharp glance.
What do you mean by that?
Well, we can't get him to fucking leave. But, seeing as he's a cousin, keep him around. He's been trying to find the two of you, to no avail, and he kind of elbows the older dwarf. Rice is cooking, fish is ready. Ooh. So he's going to outfit each of them. Each with a warhammer and a short sword. And a set of chainmail.
How much damage is a warhammer?
Hammer is 1d6.
And short sword the same, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
What's the AC for chainmail?
Chainmail is 14.
15?
Is it 15?
I'm pretty sure.
No, you're right. It's
No.
15.
Yeah, I was about to say that would be the same as
Oh,
chain
wait.
armor, right? Or is chain mail armor different?
Yeah, chainmail is 15. Oh, we gotta get a bus fight.
Bus fight.
fight, bus, fight, bus,
Ye-
fight.
Fast fight.
These two, as he motions to Thune and his brother, will be joining us on our next adventures. So you don't have to worry about them enjoying their stay.
Sure, they owe you a great debt for rescuing them. Heard tale of orcs in the depths?
Yes, the red ones. Disgusting creatures.
See that they're wiped out. Do not trust their word.
Right.
They are deceivers. Though unintelligent, deceptive. One of the brothers states, just like the damned elves, then? I think everyone's deceptive. Especially these humans. He's not really nodding at you lot, but more over the rest of the townsfolk.
So, the Jingleheimers will probably be making their way here shortly, I presume. They keep talking about some damn goat head. Kind of like that.
And Boone opens the bag of smithing supplies that you gave him, pouring it halfway out on the table. These were recovered by this group here.
There seems to be a working forge down there. Wow.
The dwarf who is working with the adamantine examines the tools. These might be just what we need. If there's a hot enough forge down in the depths, should we stake a hold in that area? Could probably continue to produce it ourselves.
Just remember who got it for you.
They all look at each other and then at Phineas. Aye, very well. There's something, anything you need, we will make it happen. And for the time being, Thune and the dwarf who is working on the adamantine hammer head out towards the back of the home and outside to begin working at the forge. He's carefully examining their setup.
After I finished with all the funerary rites and everything, you know, all the Jingleheimers are gonna file back into Jingleheim, except for, of course, my party. And we're gonna head over to the Dorbs to talk to them about, you know, how his work with adamantine is coming, because I would very much like for this hammer to stop missing every time I fucking swing it. I know it just needs to be a goat head first. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that thing that BC was talking about me doing.
Work, work. So you arrive just after the two of the dwarves had headed out to the forge. And you see your party sharing breakfast with the other dwarves.
I would like to point out that we are not even thinking about leaving Grog behind. So he is with us right now.
Okay.
We have just buried our brother, and I am now I'm coming to see if he feels like he's comfortable working on the hammer, and I didn't even think about asking Grog to stay home, you know.
And
So,
you
yeah.
all pass through the door, followed shortly behind by Grog. The oldest dwarf and three of the others all stand at once, bumping the table, ready to draw arms. John Jacob, behind you!
My apologies, fair dwarves. We just buried our brother, and it slipped my mind that there is tension between your people and one of my brothers. My sincerest apologies for bringing him around.
Oh,
And you would turn to Grog. Grog, if you wouldn't mind waiting outside for us.
no, no. If he's a brother of yours, I will feed and house him. And he sits, looking at the other three. Two of them sit. One of them kind of scowls at Grog. He gets up from the table and stands near one of the walls in the room, keeping an eye on him.
Grog would eat with the rest of them.
He sits at the table with a thump. The dwarves look around. I very well made stranger acquaintances, I suppose.
Glandal would look to him and say, maybe not all the orcs are bad. There's a couple good ones out there.
Must be. Certainly outfitted him well. Or rather, perhaps we did. Clever.
Grog would look up and say, "And fine work you did."
Well, take the compliment. You could certainly eat like a dwarf, as they see him just chowing through the pile of meat and bread in front of him. The one standing by the wall is still gripping his weapon, somewhat nervously. But the rest of them seem to accept his presence. Specifically, the two brothers who are vying for power from the not dead dwarf.
Well, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt would make his way out to the forge to speak with the smith.
And you see the two dwarves examining the forge, murmuring amongst each other what they can do to continue to forge adamantine, and if they truly need to recover the forge in the depths. As you approach the dwarf at the forge, informs you of the hall of decent smithing tools, and goes on to tell you that the hammers themselves, even the tongs, are all forged of adamantine. And should he be able to accurately use them, you should have no issues reforging the hammer for you.
Feel you can do a piece worthy of Hofferkonungr, then I trust the hammer to you.
Well, I could practice first, but I feel after all I've done with steel hammers to fight the adamantine, I should be able to forge what you're looking for. If you leave it with me, give me but a couple of days, and it should be ready. I'm going to melt it down and reshape it.
I must speak with the rest of my adventuring companions before I make that decision.
That's fair.
But
Let me show you something first. And he pulls out a wooden block, tapping it lightly with the smaller hammer, separating it into two halves. And you see the imprint of two large goat horns on one side and the face of a bearded goat on the other. I have this cast and ready for you. Made it out of copper if you'd like the original, but if I keep it, then I could forge more in his honor.
it is truly gorgeous. I mean, the original should obviously belong to the artisan who crafted it. However, having one done in silver or gold might actually be something eventually.
Well, it took about 500 copper coins, so if you could spare that amount in any other material, I could certainly do it. How about I give you this in the meantime? And he pulls something from his bag. It's a very finely carved wooden bust of the head of Africa. It's the original.
So that will get displayed in the field temple of Hofferkonungr.
Brilliant. Well, consider it a gift.
Would you like your name plaqued with it, or would you like to remain anonymous for that?
He says, well, flip it over. You'll see my bind rune.
Fair enough.
And you see two crossed S runes with a Y rune poking out of the top of the two. I guess technically an E if you're looking at Futhark or Dwarven. Damn it. Trying to use my brain.
That's why I was actually Leroy.
Grab another one. Still here. Just grab it.
Yeah, I would head back inside to speak with everyone else who's in there and ask them if they would mind waiting a few days before we head back out.
Do what?
What for?
So that my hammer can take its proper shape.
Fair enough.
Looking up at me? Oh boy. It's always something.
Like,
I had a shield for our new dwarf friend.
yeah, I'd like to go buy a shield. That was something else I wanted to do.
Or at least just the arm.
Yeah, and then get the armor going too.
So you head to the blacksmith. The shield is going to run 10 gold.
All right. Lars will grab 10 gold. And, no, he'll throw 15 gold there. Give him a little tip.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, my Discord gets all fucky sometimes. I don't know why. What's weird is on the VOD, it'll be okay. On the YouTube video, it'll be okay. But live, it gets weird. I don't know what's going on with the encoding, but
Let's get weird.
yeah, it's always something, I tell you. It only started once I got version 29 of OBS, so
Version 29.
yeah.
Why did I ever update it?
Right? It was fine. Oh, we'll just update it. What could possibly go wrong? Everything. Everything could possibly go wrong.
I can't really even stream anymore.
It's ridiculous.
It hurts.
Okay, that's totally fine, Raven. I appreciate you sticking around.
Are battle axes one-handed or two-handed?
Two-handed.
Okay.
Oh, they were one.
Are you a big enough dude?
I have a 17 strength.
You might be a big enough dude.
I'm also a dwarf.
You're not big enough. A little short.
Hey, he might be really muscular.
No, you're right. A battle axe is a one-handed.
And are they D8s?
Yes.
Oh no, no, battle axe is two-handed.
Battle axe is two-handed?
Who was I looking at? Oh, hand axe.
So,
Hand axe is one-handed. Are you
Well-
sure hand axe isn't two-handed?
Fucking type is like this big, so I'm like trying to look across the thing, I'm like,
Well, have your goblin read it to you.
right? I need to get formerly DM in here just to shit in chat when I fuck up.
Yeah, right.
I asked him when he might be able to play again. He says, "Oh, I don't play games. I just read rule books." Like, you're a shithead. Somebody clip that. He'll never watch it. Shithead. No, no. I can look shit up for you if I'm here. I do appreciate it. What we're using is this beautiful old TSR rulebook for fantasy adventure games. We don't say the acronym anymore. Thank you, Prof. Somebody could send that to Hatred Copter in Discord. Yeah, he did find a whole bunch of PDFs for me too. I can send you a link to it.
That'll get to him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, scrolling up through our chats is just sometimes it kind of hurts my brain.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Wait, so since the battle axe is a D8 and it's two-handed, would that make my longsword also two-handed?
No, I don't
Okay.
believe so. Check.
Because I was
Glad you
looking
asked.
and I don't see longsword on here.
Is that a 1d10?
It was 1D8 for one-handed. That's what I had on it. 1D8
Why
plus
this
one
motherfucker gave
since
me
it's adamantine.
entirely different.
Because if it's a two-handed weapon, then I've been cheating this whole time. I'm gonna have to take off my shield. But I could just give the shield to Glandol.
It's a two-handed. And
It's
it should be...
two-handed? Okay.
So the 1d8 is a normal sword. So it could just be a normal bastard sword.
You're a bastard.
So I could have my longsword be a bastard sword, so it's one-handed?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, two-handed sword, one-handed sword, doesn't really matter. If you wield it one hand, it's 1d8. If you wield it two hand, it's 1d10.
Oh, okay.
They're
then
both
not
15
bad.
gold, so...
That's fine, because I have it as 1D8, so that works.
Yeah. So as you've been wielding it, totally fine.
Okay.
Should you drop your shield in combat and wall up an orc with it? With two hands?
Yeah. BT10.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get old school D&D.
Hey, me too.
Perfect.
Maybe by the 20th episode.
Maybe.
Right, I don't know how to play
Probably not.
first said. I've been playing for like 10, 15 years now.
Right?
As long as I've been
Well,
alive.
like legit, we don't use a good like order of the rules in the book. Like there's weapon speeds and shit like that. Like fuck that, man.
Yeah, bro, I'm not doing
That
more
seems
math.
like that sounds like just doing too much.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. It's fine how we're doing it.
It was also created by a man with no concept of martial arts, so... you know. But if you need the price and weight of rope, there's extensive theory crafting on that.
Perfect.
But the cost of a horse doesn't make any goddamn sense compared to the cost of a rope. So I don't know.
Right.
$20, almost 25 years probably, of forum posts complaining about those two items. So where to?
I need to get some plate armor made. Or suit armor made for Glandol.
The blacksmith says, well, I can certainly craft you a set for your dwarf friend there. It'll take substantially less materials than a set for a,
I get Lars gives him a look like don't say it. Don't say it.
That's almost at first.
how's 200 gold grab you?
Perfect.
I'll give you a bit of a discount there. Still going to be working to it, obviously.
I'll give him 220 gold.
Well, I appreciate it.
Give him a little tip.
I also need a set for this one.
Well, I can get 2 going for you. Between me and my new assistant here, probably have them both fashioned in a little over a week for you.
Sounds good to me.
We'll get started tomorrow. Give us a week and we'll be ready.
How much?
Well, we're looking at 200 gold for Stout Friend.
Here you go.
If you'd like, you could do half now and half later. We've done enough business.
He, pay-
What's that?
he pays up front.
Very good. Thank you. We'll get the materials delivered early tomorrow morning and begin production on both sets for you. It's been a while since I've crafted dwarven armor. My father did during the war, and you see his eyes kind of glaze over.
Man, seen some shit.
Generational trauma.
Emotional damage.
So they begin crafting. You guys gonna rest for a couple of days till the Hammer of Hofferknenger is completed?
Yep.
Phineas is going to head off towards the alchemist.
Oh. Oh, I need a table for that.
For business. But yeah, that's awesome.
Sick. I mean, sick. Okay. So, you approach the door to the brewery and home of Rosalind Tallstock. Doesn't seem as if anything's changed. The windows are still blacked out.
Anyone else come with me?
It's up to you, lads.
I just walked off. So then no,
No.
no one else was there.
Phineas, you don't need to be alarmed, but how many hit points do you have?
I don't like the sound of that. Is this the end of Phineas the First? Find out next
No,
time.
no,
It's
guaranteed not.
Saturday.
Guaranteed not, but yeah.
Just one time he drinks it, gets an effect, it's just instant death.
And what's your strength?
10.
Okay.
I don't like these questions Saturday.
They're not really for him.
Oh. That's not any less concerning.
Yeah. So you're gonna knock on the door?
Yeah, I do the knock.
You do the knock, and instead of the door slowly opening, it opens about a foot, incredibly abruptly. And you see Rosalind peering up at you. And as the sunlight enters her home, she vanishes from sight.
Oh. Well, that might pose a problem. I'll take a look over
Thank
now.
you, Peace Board. Do you go inside?
I look inside.
It seems darker than before. You hear a faint groaning from the far northeast corner of the brewery. It sounds male.
Phineas will slowly close the door, back away, and I go find Lard.
Fair enough.
That's a whole lot of nope.
She did seem to recognize you,
Well, that's
but
We're bad.
you would notice that as soon as the sunlight was cast into the room, she vanished. You close the door and go to find your party.
I'll look to Joe and Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt and say, have you seen Phineas? It's been a while, hasn't it?
I mean, I don't necessarily keep tabs on you guys if we're not like, you know, in the dungeon.
Fair enough.
I figure you all have your own lives that you live. So I don't know. Phineas could be off trying to recruit like a new Jimothy or something. I don't know.
Hopefully. I miss Jimothy.
The goat timer.
Did I turn on the goat timer?
Yes, you
You
did.
did.
To move the stream deck, and there's a lot of buttons on it. There's not really like a handle on these things. You know, like how am I supposed to eat pizza and stream and game? Like obviously the mouse is covered in grease, but
So you're supposed to mount the stream deck in like a reverse inverted fashion so that it
How
can
do-
hang upside down but still be right side up.
how do I ask it for consent?
God damn it, Saturday.
I'm intrigued, don't get me wrong. I don't know, seemed like a pertinent question. I mean, every time I mount something upside down and inversed, I usually have to ask first. So. What? Don't look at me like that. I thought consent was sexy. I meant what I said, goddammit. So. Where's my 18 and up button? I'm pretty sure this is a 18 and up stream. We're talking about mounting a stream deck. I mean, what's the problem? Thank you, Elgato.
problem is that good timer's still going.
Yeah, I mean, that's a problem. I don't have a button to kill the goat timer, so that's also a problem.
Do you even have a command?
Because I push the
to kill
button,
it?
I walk away. You know, I don't need a.
Once you push the button, it just goes on forever.
Yeah, and if I push it twice, then there's two of them running at the same time. It's very well thought out and
Even
coded.
better.
Mm-hmm.
Very well thought out.
Yeah, dude. Saturday knows. You know, I had to pull from my MySpace HTML days to make that thing happen. Okay, like fucking help me out here. It was a decade of knowledge just erased.
Oh my god.
Smoke
I
high
miss
time.
Tom.
Hey, Tom's on Twitter, so that's kind of cool. He's my friend. I think I follow him.
Mhm.
I don't know how Twitter
Right.
works.
Question mark.
Do you have friends on Twitter? I don't even know.
No, but there's a lot of really cute streamers on there. So, welcome to Is It Degenerate?
Come on.
Yeah, but the pictures are better on Twitter, bro. What are you talking about?
You see, we're playing Dungeons and
Discord
Degenerates.
page.
You have to join our Patreon.
Yep.
Um,
$400 a month.
yeah, $400 a month, and you'll get one photo of Blurry's feet. So that's pretty cool. Seems like a
You
pretty
might get some-
worthwhile
You have to
investment.
pay for
You might
7
get some ankle
consecutive months
action.
before you receive the photograph.
Yep.
Yeah, well, of course. It's just 7 easy payments of $3.99, $99.99.
99.
99?
Yeah. It's like the gas stations
Yeah.
do it with the fraction of a penny. Like, what do you want me to cut this fucker in half? How am I supposed to do this? Getting robbed every time by a tenth of
Bro,
a
I
cent.
will sell you a pair of shears that could do it.
What, y'all don't think I got trim scissors that could cut a penny? Like, what do you think this is?
Think you're gonna cut up a
I'm
penny like a
licensed
pizza.
Cutco salesman. I'm just-
That's a felony. Don't cut pennies. You just throw them away.
Of course.
Which might also be... No. Somebody will get that.
Right?
You smoking, prof?
Oh, we smoke
Yeah,
it.
cheers.
Cheers. Now, prof, do we have another night of fight night?
I was just gonna say, like, so we're here for a few days.
Exactly. Lars will just give you that look, and John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt will just know what he means by that look.
At this point, Phineas would also be rejoining you in the town square.
Phineas just see Lars staring at John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt with his hand up, just like,
I don't know if you guys got intimate during our times together in the dungeon, but I think we have a problem.
what would that be, Phineas?
So I went to the alchemist, right? course.
How's she doing?
That's why I said we have a problem.
Oh,
She kind of disappeared in the sunlight.
what do you mean disappeared in the
As in
sunlight?
no longer in her previous position when the sun hit that spot.
She like teleport away or something?
Do I look like don't answer that. And then I heard a growl in the corner, so I
Oh,
decided to close the door and come find you guys.
It wasn't so much a growl, but like a groan.
Or a groan.
I'd
But
say
it wasn't
it's
her. Or maybe it was. But yeah.
I say let's get everyone together and go check it out.
It'll probably be a little subtle, realizing where I'm at.
Alright, I'll push the button. More work?
I was so ready for that. As soon as I heard you say that and start talking, I clicked on it.
You guys know me too well now. Oh my god. Bruh. So what's the plan, man?
We'll go back to the shop.
So you guys approach the alchemist shop. Making your way behind the Green Dragon Inn to the front door. Those of you who have not been in a while would note that the windows are entirely blacked out. And you don't really hear anything coming from the inside.
Well, you said you just came here earlier to, like, just before now, yes? Place appears as if it's been closed for a month.
Come here every time we return from Dwimmermount.
I'll knock on the door. Tars will.
You knock on the door, and there's no response.
I'll knock again and say, "Hey, it's us. Are you in there?"
There's no response.
Tars will go to open the door.
You open the door. It's near pitch black on the inside. Very, very dim light being let through the blackened curtains.
Tars will step back a little bit, kind of shocked.
You hear a faint, masculine-sounding groan coming from the northwest corner.
Randall will poke his head in. Can you see anything?
You see towards the corner of the shop a you see a very pale-looking man sitting tied to a wooden chair in the far corner of the shop.
Oh.
His head is turned downward, and you can see pools of dried blood that have run down his chest. He's heaving slightly and groaning. He doesn't even seem to have the strength to look up at you.
I'll look at the part and say, "Guys, come look at this."
I'll go take a look.
You peer inside. Roslyn is not within sight. However, you do see the man hunched over, shackled to the chair in the corner. Tied, really.
Hmm.
You understand the moral dilemma this puts us in, guys, right?
Mm-hmm. I think we're being lawful.
Because if we leave this man tied up here, she continues her work as was. The only alternative is kill the man. What happens when we let him go?
So
It's
he's
over.
kind of in this area in front of the window there.
Good.
Off with the big bad.
We weren't on Dwimmermount that, were we? Because and then he'll motion to the dude tied up and all that. This is new.
What, about 2.5 days?
Oh, close the door, I suppose. Come out. Some conversation to be had with Peter. Back to him.
You guys close the door, step outside.
I'm staying inside.
Oh, okay, you're just I got you.
I came back with the friends and stuff. If you're still here, sun's gone, all that. And Phineas looks around. I told she disappeared. Sun hit, so for all I know, she blew up. It'd be unfortunate if I knew how. And then there's this guy.
Door to
John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt accepts his fate in the situation and leaves. Oh, sorry, he looks around to see if there's any more refined Azoth, like finished, which he will grab and then leave.
There are 2 large jars on the shelf.
He'll grab those and leave.
And Phineas, as far as you can tell, her contraption is still running. Currently filling another jar. It's about 1/8 of the way. This man is still groaning in the corner. Sad groans.
Oh, you still got your tongue, or did you lose that along the way too? So crouch down a little bit and try to get somewhat of an eye level.
As you get close to his face, you see that his eyes are half closed, rolled into the back of his head. He's barely conscious, and you see several marks up along his neck and upper back. Puncture holes.
They like uniform puncture wounds or sporadic?
They seem uniform. Each of them seem to be sets of 2, about 1.75 inches or so apart.
Hmm. Lars,
Yeah. He'll slowly
brother
walk inside.
slash cousin relation, whatever, is a cleric, right?
Yes.
Slowly back away from dude. And maybe they're injecting him or fighting slash other less fun activities for him. Appears to be puncture wounds.
What was that, beastie?
So there appears to be puncture wounds all over his body.
Hmm.
Bite marks almost.
That.
And between you and me, I'm not really good with vampires, allegedly. So we should probably leave.
Yeah. Let's get the fuck out.
And get to work on finding a new alchemist.
Are the streets clear right now?
Just outside, there are some people on the back deck of the Green Dragon Inn, kind of in this area, over here, sitting at the benches talking.
So they definitely would see us.
As you peer out, they seem somewhat distracted. It's a younger couple, perhaps on a date.
Hey Lars,
Yeah.
you're not opposed to intentional accidental arson, are you?
I don't know what you're talking about. Wink. And then he's ready for
How bad do I
anything.
want it, though? Saturday, how bad do I want that Azeth dripping?
It's more addictive than nicotine.
Maybe we could turn this off first. On fire is probably a really bad idea. Not sure how it mixes with this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's only like a wooden noble's home right there. Shh. You know, make your own choices. I'll tell you how to live your life.
When Phineas said fire, you see Tars kind of like shiver a little bit.
Alright, no fire. I have another idea. Go have a drink ready for me. And he'll shoot you out the door.
All right, I'll walk out.
I'm gonna grab this Azoth bottle. Cork it. Slip it in my cloak. Then after that,
There's now refined Azoth dripping on the floor.
it's fine. Fine. And then he's gonna shake it off, cork the bottle, and go up to this dude. I'm like, well, today's either your lucky day or just really bad timing. And I'm gonna take out that dire wolf fang that I had made into a dagger and just finish him real quick and slide out the door after I'm done.
Okay. You slit his throat. He begins to bleed what's left of him out. He gasps, almost looking up to you at eye level,
Oh, now you can.
and he passes away.
You're welcome, I think. And then Phineas is gonna leave.
Very well. You close the door behind you.
Gonna wipe the blade off on, his own clothes before I leave. Or I should resheath and slip out.
You find Lars and John Jacob waiting on the path.
Guys, I just walked across the crazy thing. If there's anyone who shot. I left. I am not standing outside.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, I was, but the couple was distracted. I was like, dip! Yeah, I'm not gonna stick around.
Lars, what were you doing? Pacing around? Leaning on a wall? What are you up to?
Yeah. Pacing
Hey,
around
that's
later
where
along
we're
the
gonna go.
wall. And you'll see him attempt to do push-ups and not be able to do a lot. But as soon as he sees Phineas, he's gonna be like 898. 899.
Lars, what was your alignment?
Probably good, I would say.
Were you the
Probably
cleric?
neutral. No, I'm a fighter.
Okay. You're feeling slightly more reckless. Your alignment is now chaotic.
Alright.
For 24 hours, I might add.
Oh, okay. So it's not like a full alignment shift. I was just about to ask you if you're running like old school alignment shifts.
No, for this specific table, for the minor effects for the Azoth, it's a, well, some of them are permanent. Most of them are a,
24-hour thing, yeah.
till it wears off. John Jacob, you now have a +1 to hit against lawful creatures.
It's a shame he's not in the fight club.
Which one of your brothers was it that was in the fight club?
It was John Jacob Jinglehammer Schmidt.
Is that the fighter or the cleric?
Finally, fucking 19 episodes in, somebody asked me which John Jacob Jinglehammer Schmidt I meant. I have been waiting so long.
I assumed it was the cleric.
Why would the cleric join the fight club?
Because my cleric joined the fight club.
It's for fighters, dude.
Bruh.
Well, the cleric beat up
Fight
your fighter.
club. It's not Bible club.
Oh, Tars is not your average cleric. He likes fight clubs.
The Infinite Manuscripts of Tyke Club.
He prays to Hofferkernunger on Sundays and fights in Fight Club on Mondays.
Sorry,
I
Hofferknecht.
go to church every Sunday. You want to bring the demons out of me?
Fucking cold.
Thank you for getting that.
Oh, I got
I
you.
love the movie so much. This is my hat now. This is so totally my hat.
Our old is showing. I think that came out before B-Sport was born.
Almost said that movie is not that old. Then I realized, no, it was about 2000.
1? Maybe 2000?
No, that was like 2008, 2009.
Was it?
Hot Rod came out. Mm-hmm. I was already out of high school.
Yeah.
Hot Rod?
Yeah, Hot Rod.
Is it like a movie or something?
Give me strength.
I think I killed Professor.
Damn it. No, it's an anime, god damn it.
I tell you right now,
the
B-Sport.
anime we're watching.
When I watched Hot Rod for the first time, I literally watched it 3 times in a row. Like, we watched it, credits rolled, we hit play again. Like, the movie's fucking hilarious.
Okay.
See,
hang on.
Prof, right now, what me and my friends would call is we have you bent.
2007. Definitely 2007.
See? That's what I like.
I took my middle school girlfriend to see that movie. Old.
Smoke high time?
Well, if you insist. Oh man.
Oh shit, this is great. This is why I'm here every week.
Yep.
All right, Saturday. So what happens to Phineas with all this exposure, drinking? I haven't heard anything back except questionable response. That make me fear for my life. And you asked for the exact.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't for you. You're good.
Oh, perfect.
You're good.
Well then, the inside the shop. Everybody else.
Oh, that's why I gave them the +1 to hit lawful and chaotic for 24.
So
I had assumed you had already consumed it the morning of you guys traveling back to Mudbird.
that guy wasn't like a clone of Phineas, was he? So
Huh?
you're asking about Phineas's stats?
No,
You just said
no.
your own group. Are you the clone?
Oh. I mean,
Isn't
I
that
could.
exactly what a clone would think?
Oh. The plot
Quick, tell me
thickens.
something only you would know. Too slow.
And then you see Lars jump at him and just hold him down on the ground. We're like, are you the real Phineas? And just kind of shakes him.
He looked distinctly not like Phineas. Shorter, dark hair. Maybe a 2 or 3 day old beard.
1 damage.
Phineas dies from 1 damage.
No, from him hitting me and smiting me on the spot, he takes 1 damage.
Wait, do I
Yes, that would've
actually?
happened.
Oh, I was gonna say, do I actually take 1 damage? Like it's on.
Party.
What was that, Prof?
And you're over here blaming Light for shit.
Well, I blame the
Or
ass
just
off because
looking
it's
for an
making
invite.
Lars more
Like, hey, he
chaotic.
might be the problem.
Chaotic bleeding.
I am a bit more chaotic, so
Right.
it only fits. When Prof brought up the clone, he got a little chaotic.
I'm just trying to feed dead people to spiders. Oh, wait, did I say that out loud?
I mean, they're only kobolds.
Mostly.
They're mostly kobolds. So, where to?
Lars is gonna look at John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt and ask for John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, the fighter.
That's a weird. Who's?
I mean, I can go get John for you.
Is he the one that travels with us?
Yes.
This man has saved your. Lars, this man has saved your life how many times? You can't
Lars,
tell them apart from the others.
everyone starts smelling smoke around Lars. His brain is just like melting. He's like, I've been wondering this whole time. That's why I've avoided this. And now, if you
For,
see
for
my
your
hero,
knowledge, Beastborg, the brothers don't look anything alike. Like, you're pretty sure that not any single one of them are actually blood related. Like, you've got red hair, black hair, blue eyes, green eyes, brown eyes,
yeah.
tall, short, skinny, fat. Like, the John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidts, there's one with green skin.
Well,
Like,
yes, that's Grog Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. I also asked to take me to Grog.
what you probably wanted to see anyway.
Take me to Big G.
By the way, Jim, I would walk you just and keep it cleric.
What
Also,
was that, Beastie?
theoretically speaking.
We didn't catch it.
That I would lock your doors tonight just in case, and also keep a cleric with you. Theoretically speaking, out loud. No reason. Just okay. So, Josephine,
What are you doing? No.
it's for our own safety. I promise. For real,
No.
the vampires. So maybe vampire. Maybe. Just in case.
You guys are gonna go back to your homes until tomorrow.
No, Beastborg was trying to find Grog and John so he could get another edition of Town Guard Fight Club going.
Yeah, I just
Oh.
wanted to like go there and like discuss it with them. Be like, hey, should we do this tomorrow?
I was gonna say, I don't know about tomorrow. That's a pretty quick turnaround. We gotta give us, a day, 2 days to get the word spread.
Fair.
Because that will put us there, and we leave town immediately after, to head back. Because we got a hammer then.
Fair. I think some armor should be done too, or unless they're working on both at the same time.
The blacksmith is working on your armor.
Okay. Would it be
Yeah.
done around the time his hammer is?
No, you guys have about a week for the 2 sets of armor.
Oh, a week for each? Okay.
No, not for each. He'll have both done within a week.
Oh, okay.
He's working on them at the same time, so
Okay,
they'll
yeah.
both be done
That's
in a week.
yeah, that was more what I was trying to figure out. If he's working on both at the same
He's
time.
not doing one then the other.
Alright, yep. Well, after I talk with Grog, I will go home and lock my doors.
Anyone who's out in front of Jingleheimer hears excited murmuring, followed by a repeated locking and unlocking of the door. And if you listen closely enough, you hear one side of the debate, but we've got all the steaks and garlic we need. And the other side of the debate is, you guys are fucking morons!
You just Lars walks in and is like, I never get over this place. It's always such entertainment. Come on, Lars.
And you see maybe five of the John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidts. They're dressed in all black makeup, black nail polish, and they've got like a broken like stool leg, and like they're wearing like necklaces of garlic, and like they look like they walked straight out of a Blade knockoff movie,
Okay, so how is the fighter John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt? Like, what's his build? Is he like a tall, skinny guy?
Yeah, I've honestly never put any thought in.
All right, think of it on the spot. Go.
No, he's actually kind of a squat dude. He's 5'4",
Okay,
but he weighs a buck 85.
so he's kind of built, kind of big,
No,
like a little fat.
he's he likes eating.
Okay,
There's nothing
okay,
wrong with
so
it.
he
But
looks like my gnome friend for my Warforged.
yeah,
He's built like him. Okay,
he's
but like
poor.
taller. Perfect. Um, I'll look for. I'll be like, all right, I'm looking for the one about this high, and I'm putting about like 5'4". I'd say Lars is about 5'8". He's so about like a little like shoulder neckish height, kind of like here.
Oh, you mean John?
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
John! And you hear from the other room like, what? But like a single voice. No, like the house goes somewhat quiet. You say, "Hey, John, what? Some people here for you." And then, sure enough, you see John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt come out.
The one I see, I'll be like, hey, I'll put my hand up and I'll like, come here, come here. And then I'll kind of jog to you.
And he shoves the rest of the roll that he's carrying in his mouth. Walks over to see.
As soon as I get to you, I'll walk to the side of you, put my arm around you, and I'll be like, walk with me, talk with me. We're like, think we need day 2. And I'll give you the look. And you know what look I'm talking about. I'll look at you and be like, chew and swallow before you start talking. Lars will look at Glando and be like, just give him a second. Kind of sits there tapping his foot.
You see him swallow, and he like reaches in his pouch, and he pulls out a chicken leg.
You see Lars kind of slap his face like, God damn it. It's like, these guys are always entertaining.
Not a very smart man.
Didn't you have another one of your brothers
Yes, that
here?
sounds great, man. I'm totally down. That last time was a blast.
Let's do it. Let Grog know. I'm also gonna walk. I'm gonna walk over to. I'm gonna walk you over to Glandol and be like, I think I got a new addition here. I kind of pat him on the back or on his shoulder. He's kind of short, I would assume. Like we should get the word out here.
I guess we didn't put in a height requirement. Ha ha ha! As he like laughs and pats him on the shoulder.
You see Glandol kind of chuckle. He doesn't find it as funny as you did, but he found it a little bit amusing. Not offended by that.
I mean,
He's heard it all at this point.
it's an invitation to Fight Club.
Glandol's like, Fight Club?
Yeah, like I'm trying to piss him off. Like, be offended. I'm inviting you to Fight Club. Like, yeah, fuck you, man. Like, you're too short.
You got to talk about how bad his smithing skills are. He's not a very good blacksmith. His brother Thune is a much better blacksmith. And probably just as good as a fighter.
He is.
That's a good question.
Yes. I'll look to John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt and say, so when should we try to plan this event?
2 nights.
2 nights?
Tomorrow and the next day to spread the word. That's not enough time for any naysayers to actually get word to the higher-ups. But it's enough time to filter word around to the guard who won.
Of course. Of course. Like, alright. Make sure you lock your doors tonight. I have some spooky stuff tonight.
And then, like, in unison, the 5 John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidts all dressed in black. We can handle ourselves!
I have no doubt of your fighting capabilities. Just to be safe.
And then the rest of the John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidts would probably, not so subtly, like, crowd you out the door so they can close and lock it.
Yeah. Tars, Lars, and Lando will go to the Blackstone house and lock their doors. And pass the fuck out.
So during the night, Phineas and Josephine sleep soundly.
Perfect.
The John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt family sleeps soundly except for the 5 who were waiting, anticipating.
And they do all night long. Like a child waiting on Santa.
You're like just sitting there, just like falling in and out of sleep. Oh.
In the morning, they're all 5 just like huddled up, right, leaning against the door. One of them's holding the stake. And, like, pokes himself in the side of the face with it. Like,
Slides off it and busts his ass like, oh! Yells, repeated times!
They spend 8 hours falling asleep and scaring each other.
Yes. It would be amazing.
oh, even better, he like falls and like it pokes him in like right under the jaw, which causes him to like jerk, and he pokes himself a second time. So he startles himself awake, which wakes the rest of them like, oh god, it bit me, it bit me.
Headbutts one of them. One's like, it bit me, the other one's like, it hit me.
It's at this point during the night that a window is opened in the Blackstrand home.
I don't like this.
I suddenly want to have a Goth Jacob Jingle Hammerschmidt one shot.
Fuck yeah, dude. You can always take them as level 1s.
No, I meant like we're just like we each pick one of the fucking idiot brothers.
Go hunt vampires. So a window opens, and Tar's Blackstrand stirs slightly, feeling the late early morning air beginning to fill his home. Pull the map down here. Oh, and a random table. Good job, DM. Now we've done it.
That's all, folks.
Right, man, that's it.
Thanks for tuning in this week.
Right. And it's broken. Both of the Blackstrand brothers are sleeping in the upper loft. Tars begins to turn and sees a figure approaching the bed of his brother Lars. The figure stoops down, piercing the neck of Lars Blackstrand. You take 1 damage, but you do not stir. Tars...
Do I get the hero pass when I wake up?
You will. Tars sees the figure turn. How in-depth do you want to look at it? What would you like to do?
Tars is gonna yell, "What the fuck?" Kind of like sleepy-ish, but kind of loudish.
And as he gets out just the sound, wah! Make a spell save with a -2.
Spell save with a -2. I rolled a 2.
That's probably not going to be enough.
My spell save is 16.
Yeah, that's definitely not enough.
Didn't I need to roll lower than a number for this?
Above it.
So, no, your saves are one of those things that you want to roll higher than. A lower save number is better.
Sorry,
But
technically
higher
it would be a
than that.
+2, but you know what I mean.
Okay.
Oh, so a 4. So,
No. Oh, it's a -2 to the roll. For some reason I was thinking it was a plus to the save.
So I got a 0.
Yeah, it's a -2 to the roll.
yeah, you got a 0 out of the 16 you needed.
And
You almost made it, Beast Boy.
I was so close.
he feels himself lose control of his own faculties.
Oh wait, no, that was Tars. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's 15.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter either way.
And he falls silent. Inside his head, into his very soul, he's struggling to speak or move his body. He feels a dark, overwhelming presence controlling his motions and actions. His eyes shut, leaving him struggling for the next 15 minutes. He hears the window shut.
Oh no.
and he falls
And then-
into a deep sleep.
He puts his fingers into his
Ass.
Nice.
ears. Because it stops the song from coming in his brain.
And
Glandor's gonna wake up right after it leaves. And just kind of look around and be like, huh, go back to sleep.
yeah, the dwarf is just like, all of you awaken in the morning feeling well rested. Lars, during his shit shower and bird bath in the morning, would find 2 puncture marks low on his neck.
What the fuck?
He doesn't feel any different. They've dried over.
Something must have bit me last night.
What's his intelligence?
11.
I was wondering the same.
He's not entirely aware of what might have happened. Could be bug bites. Maybe somebody left a window open. Mosquitoes got in. Could be
Yeah,
anything.
He was probably thinking it's mosquitoes.
Or Grog, or John Jacob Jingleheimer. Should I see that?
Yeah, what do they have? Intelligence 14? Yeah, they would...
14, 18.
They, and especially Phineas, if... What kind of armor are you wearing? Are you wearing armor in town? Are you wearing normal clothing and tunic?
I've suit armor.
It would be under your collar, so they wouldn't necessarily notice it.
You wear your suit armor around town?
But even if he's wearing, like, a tunic, the collar would still cover it.
No, that's fair.
It's been about 2 hours. You guys want to take a quick break?
Yeah,
I'm down to run a little bit late tonight.
I'm down.
Sure.
DM's got piss.
Fair. Smoke high time?
Yeah, I think so. I'll pack one when I get back.
Yep.
Why is my chat not? Fixed everything else, now the chat's not. What's this?
Anything? Well, obviously.
We're just gonna start leaving you in Muntberg. Or in Dwimmermount. I was just starting to show him some infected mushroom.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, he's never heard of becoming insane.
So, my first year at Burning Man, I don't know if I've told this one time at Burning Man story. We camped on the main drag, the first street around the man, and we camped next to infected mushroom, who I was really into at the time. Still am, but like, we'd be driving my buddy's old Toyota Camry, pimping some infected mushroom, probably listening to it when we crashed that car. But for 3 days at Burning Man, I didn't know we were partying with and listening to infected mushroom. Like, the guys. Not like another camp out in the desert playing a bunch of techno, but it was actually fucking them. They had a big old boombox art car, like the size of a school bus, that would just roll around blasting infected mushroom. Took me
That's
3
awesome.
days to realize it was them.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
they're super fucking cool.
I don't have any at Burning Man stories because I've never been to Burning Man, but at WEMF, you know, the World Electronic Music Festival, I I was sober.
Mhm.
You know, I was experiencing alternate sobriety, we'll call it,
Yeah.
and I somehow wound up in the VIP camping area. I
Nice.
definitely was not a VIP camper. And like, I'm just kind of wandering around through campsites, and I heard someone rapping, and I was like, man, that sounds kind of like MCA. And so like, I keep following the voice, and I peek around this tent, and sure enough, fucking Mike D's sitting there beatboxing.
What?
Yeah. MCA was freestyling something. Bro, so Mixmaster Mike was playing, he was one of the headliners playing a drum and bass set. And the whole fucking Beastie Boys showed up.
They're just chilling? Like, what?
They were just chilling,
Hell
hanging out
yeah.
and camping in the VIP camping, like beatboxing, freestyling, and rapping and shit. And I stumbled upon them. I was like, you fucking Beastie Boys. And they're like, I fucking know. You want a beer? And I was like, yeah.
That's fucking
So the fucking dudes in the
rad.
cooler gave me a beer, and I sat down and drank it with them. And then, you know, like I said, I was experiencing some alternative sobriety, so I thought it was a great idea to walk away from the situation.
Sometimes you just gotta go.
I mean, I needed to be elsewhere in the universe.
Mhm.
Wait, you said you were offered a beer by the Beastie Boys?
I drank a beer with the Beastie Boys.
That's cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking rad. Yeah, dude. To be clear, Lars Blackstrand is not a vampire. He's just food.
Yeah.
Tars, on the other hand, is feeling a little off this morning. Make a
I don't like that. I don't like it when you say make a
sorry,
Petty
what's your intelligence?
Tars or Lars?
Tars.
Beast Boys.
10.
Don't worry about it.
When the DM says, don't worry about it,
I worry about it.
you should
100%.
definitely worry about it.
Tars
what-
Tars is gonna talk to Lars And just like talk about like what happened last night as a dream. Like he had the craziest dream.
Yeah, he's pretty convinced
Strangest dream.
that he had seen something happen and saw the dark figure crouch down towards the neck and head of his brother.
Lars is gonna see the bite marks on Lars's neck. Be like, and just like try to put two and two
He
together.
wouldn't necessarily be able to see them. I mean, he can, pull his collar back just to look. It's not like his brother's gonna pop him one. I mean, he might.
Yeah, Tars is gonna do that to Lars. They're good enough brothers; they can do that.
So he sees
He's
the
like,
marks
"Huh."
immediately. It's pretty
Yeah.
worrisome.
Yeah, he just starts like stressing the fuck out.
As the stress overcomes him, he feels that dark presence take hold. His eyes kind of gloss over as he's standing almost face to face with Lars.
What about the presence of Dark and Darker?
Don't hurt my soul like that, Prof.
Nice sentiment. Exactly.
I did it to myself too.
Now we're all sad.
Damn it, Prof. Damn it, Saturday. Damn it, Prof.
Damn it, PC.
It's all Beastie's fault.
I haven't seen any more conspiracy theories in the...
Hero the watch.
No.
More conspiracy
ch-
theories? Oh,
Yeah, nothing from the troubadours. We're all,
I think we
coping.
chilled out on that.
They have not chilled out, but on that, yes. As the presence recedes, he feels calmer and is much less worried about the situation.
He just slows his breathing down. He's like, okay, maybe I'm just dream. Maybe it was a dream, and the window was just left open, and it's mosquito bites. He's gonna try to convince himself that's what happened. Yeah. So get Glandol and go get the Jingleheimer.
Is that a gaslight with a self-lighting pilot?
That was fucking good.
Thank you.
Oh,
That was pretty bad.
damn. So do you guys leave your homes? Is there anything that you wanted to do the second day?
Yeah, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt would go around with grog and rally the troops. More or less offer everyone a round two with grog if they're feeling froggy.
So the captain of the guard seems happy to oblige. We've been waiting for you. Glad you made it out of the mountain.
That's the one that I'm really excited about having on board. I'm just saying.
Since I haven't told any of the others yet, but there's maybe two more I could drag down.
Yeah, at your discretion, Captain.
Well, they're younger. They haven't seen any combat yet. I want to see what they're made of against a formidable opponent.
Become the unofficial town guard training regiment.
Right.
We're gonna have the best fucking town guard in the nation.
They're gonna be professionals at getting their asses whipped by orcs.
But they're not gonna die.
It's true.
It's like getting beat up enough times does make you tougher.
It's true.
Yeah, unless they beat you up with a sword.
Well, yeah. That 1d6 is kind of brutal. Though the orcs typically had battle axes.
They were all like, "Let me ask you a question."
Man, I can always give Grog one of hot dogs. So
You guys probably have like half a dozen right now.
He has
Yeah.
3.
I have 2. Okay, yeah, you don't need any more. You have more than me.
He's got enough he could throw 2 of them.
So is a spear a two-handed weapon, or is it one-handed? I'm just curious if you know offhand. If not, I'll look it up.
It's a one-hand.
One
1d6.
Good.
Yeah, they're short spears.
Okay.
If you're looking for a 2-handed pole weapon, there is a pole arm. You could have a halberd or anything.
What?
Or anything similar.
Or anything similar.
Where's Hailstorm when you need him?
His Minotaur character pops out of nowhere.
Oh god. Our biggest subscriber, and he's busy tonight. Fuck.
Right.
Imagine.
Damn, the
what a
third
fake
fist
fan.
still exists.
3 fists.
Yeah, I mean, Saturday is just expanding up to 3 fists now.
It's a talent.
I mean, yeah, it's not a lot.
Tars would say a prayer to that.
Something about our Patreon.
Yes. Yes, our dear Patreon, please subscribe.
3 fists? I don't know. If it's in there somewhere.
Right?
Crazy.
That's the $3 of the magical goat tier. Hey, the $25 tier will make you a disciple of Hofferkanungur. Or you could, join our Diablo 4 clan, which I misspelled, as it turns out.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool.
Completely missed the S. As soon as you said that, I thought about it. I was like,
Oh yeah,
I
I
think
meant
it
to
is.
tell you like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, call customer support or something.
That's spelled wrong. And then no disciples.
What sucks is in the last beta, I spelled it right, because I looked at my fucking screenshot that I took of, the clan info, because I knew it was gonna wipe, right? Yeah, I fucking totally misspelled it. I spelled Hofferkanungur right, and that's what matters.
That's what matters. Well, that explains why my brother said he was not playing today, and then he was again. So we're good.
Disciple. That's how. That's
Yeah, the disciples.
I mean, you still got 100 people out of it, so
Right.
With a
6
misspelled
weeks,
name.
and then I noticed. You're muted.
We never said the disciples were smart people.
No.
You're simply just disciples.
They're druids, not wizards. Sorcerers.
Yes, we're sorcerers.
Bards, paladins. Bard.
They're all using halberds.
Ooh.
4 out of 10.
That's fair. You're muted
It had
again.
some.
Why are you muted
It had
again?
It had some bass to it. So.
How am I muted?
You're not now.
I didn't even push the button.
I don't know.
I'm just waiting for Beastborg to roll up the Halberd Bard.
How,
His name is Hal, and he's a bard.
he's also
He-
gonna.
He uses the halberd.
He's gonna be a barbarian. It's gonna be amazing. How barbarian. I should make him a bear too.
Base
while
is
I'm at
also
it.
an axe. Rather a halberd.
His face is on like the top part of the halberd, like, and then one side has the axe. It's gonna be amazing.
It's the closest thing I can get to a human fighter in 5e.
And it's gonna be a bear.
I will refuse to give you a human
Barbarian.
fighter in 5e. I will give you a human fighter in Pathfinder. I have him rolled and ready to go.
Oh,
The first DM that gives me that campaign gives this player.
when I
this
learn
character.
Pathfinder, that's going to be my first character. Nice and
Human fighter?
simple. Oh yeah, that's going to be great.
Oh, you think
I'm gonna
it's
put
simple.
one.
Oh, no, I know after my time in 3.5. Nothing
you
is
gotta learn your
simple.
feats.
Yeah.
Yeah, you thought, oh, I just won't have to learn any spells. Too bad you have to pick 27,482 feats
Well,
to make up for the spells that you don't have, because otherwise you're worthless, because you swing a fucking sword.
Prof, I'm gonna have him teach me Pathfinder someday. I must know the way.
Alright, I got a primer for you to read.
You said
Go
you said what?
I've got a primer for you to read.
Okay.
You go on d20pfsrd.com. There's a how to play section.
this is going to be the teaching session in November. Like, all right, everybody, there's a link in chat. Figure it out.
Just
We're going to be drinking
have it
for
be-
2 hours.
Yeah, I was about to say have it be like an hour or two long, but only like 5 minutes. Is like the first 5 minutes is just Prof telling you to like go to this website and do
And
that.
then we just get really, really, really high.
Yeah, get high, maybe drink a bit, you know.
Theory Craft a
talk about
World we'll
video
never
games.
play. Oh, it's going to be
Yeah.
great.
I'm actually kind of excited for that now.
It's going to be awesome. So, is there anything else you guys would like to do on the second day?
Is Rosalind the only alchemist in town?
She is. She is the brewer.
Not even like a legit alchemist. She's just the brewer.
Yep.
Listen, I have an intelligence support team. My bad. I have to go search.
Congratulations. You're as smart as the smartest orc.
Is there like any kind of like doctor or anything in town?
Aside from the clerics at the Temple of Tyche, who can provide healing and remedies as needed, no.
No? Okay. Then I need to get some like regular clothes and a scarf.
I mean, you would have clothes, probably own a scarf.
Okay. Then I will have those on my person. So when I'm in town, I'll have the scarf on in case. Don't want people. He's probably smart enough to know that he doesn't want people to think a certain way. Be like, oh, probably got bit by a vampire.
Bro, it's the middle of August. Why are you wearing a scarf?
Look, I got cold neck. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, Nick, what, did you get bit by a vampire?
Nah. I think a couple mosquitoes got me though.
Lock your door.
Just don't want them to get infected. You know what I'm saying?
Lock your door.
I did
Then you're probably good.
exactly.
Wait.
There's no way
Did
I
you
got
also
bitten by
have
a
a cleric
vampire.
there? Did you also have a cleric there?
I also had a cleric. Taurus was right
Fine.
next to me. He was keeping watch all night. Aren't you, Taurus? Taurus looks at him like, yeah. Kind of hesitantly, but yeah. It's great. It's like, oh yeah, I was definitely keeping watch all night. 100%. Taurus's eyes just whiten over. He just starts seeing.
You guys notice a bit of a blank expression on the cleric's face.
He looks like he's looking back to Vietnam.
Yeah.
Lars walks over to Taurus and just kind of slaps him in the face a little bit. Not like hard enough to damage him, but just like slap him out of it.
Like, hey, buddy.
I'm like, hey, it's a little tap on the cheek.
So, you guys recruit the guards for... Is it going to be tomorrow night or the following?
Tomorrow night. Because we're leaving the day after.
And you begin to mingle about in town, returning to your homes for dinner. Phineas and Josephine, the John Jacob brothers, and the Blackstrands all sleep peacefully through the night.
Could have went one by one. It would have been more suspenseful.
Timothy sleeps like the dead.
Rip.
The plot thickens. Timothy is the one that bit Tar.
It was it a zombie?
Actually, on the second day, Lars is gonna send a letter out to a family member.
Okay.
And that's it.
His wounds have nearly healed, leaving barely a scab over where he was punctured in the neck.
Are you calling for Star's Blackstrand?
No. Even better.
Mars?
Maybe.
Dar's Blackstrand.
Mars.
It could be any of these. If it's in the alphabet, it can be it.
Don't make
I
it
had
SARS,
powers.
man. Too soon.
Shit. That's funny. I don't care who you are.
Even better. I would expect nothing less.
Oh shit.
If I were to make a new character, what level would I make them? 1?
Yup.
Fuck.
Yep.
I hate the XP system. I like the milestone system a lot better.
You could always, you know,
You level your-
go into the
I'm still
dungeon and
behind.
find treasure. I don't know what to tell you.
But Fight Club.
Like, that's not nearly as fun as other stuff to do.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, they wrote this game for us to play. We just don't want to play it. We want to play our own game and still receive rewards.
You guys have RP'd through 19 sessions. Oh my god, and your wizard is the highest level. I can't. Oh. And he's level fucking 3. That's awesome.
It's because my XP is a 4-way split, okay?
Listen, they got half. And they split it between the two of them, and then it comes together.
Oh, Phineas, you evil bastard.
Hey, we got to level 2. We're done.
Hey, that's true.
Alright, guys, we got a speed run at level 3 because he doesn't have that made yet.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
That's totally how we play this game.
right. I was like, I thought about making it last week.
Like a fucking SWAT team, dude. Like,
Right. All heavy armor, just clanking through the dungeon.
that and like we've cleared the west wing on the south core. You know,
Right.
like we systematically clear every fucking room, and like the only stuff left is wandering mobs.
And even then, you guys have got lucky rolls. Like on the way out, I was hoping for something terrifying. You had the ooze or the cube. The cube was pretty fucked. And then you had the the NPC party.
And luckily, half of them were smart enough to keep their heads on their shoulders.
Right.
I mean, luckily for them, you know, that would have been nothing but like 4 more dice rolls.
Yeah, well, yeah. Is there anything else you guys needed to do during the day?
Kill the vampire. Realistically, we probably should, but not my monkey, not my circus.
You would
That's how that
notice
expression goes.
during the day that both of the bars still seem to be functioning.
A lot more red wine on the shelves.
Is a 15 a +2?
Yes.
Okay. And 14 is a +1, right?
Wait, no, sorry. 16, 17 is +2. 13, 14, 15 is +3. Or +2. 13,
Plus
14,
one?
15 +1.
10.
16, 17 +2. 18 +3.
Alright, thank you.
there's nothing else you guys would like to do during the day, you can start your fight club in the Black Strand basement.
Find someone. Find the yard. But
What was that?
PC?
I still need someone to identify those jars we found down there. So Phineas is gonna look for someone to do that.
Okay. So there's the general store, the two temples, the stables, the caravan merchants, the gemsmith, smithy, two taverns, the merchants council, basically the like the city's chamber of commerce. Aside from that, the Great Hall and the barracks.
The Tyke Temple would probably be the best option.
And so you take it to the clerics in the Temple of Tyke. Emil, the older cleric who you've spoken to a handful of occasions, greets you. Well, what can we do for you today? You don't seem to be the same as I remember you.
You get that a lot, but honestly, it's probably the mask tries to pull it off.
Oh, that's
Anyway,
fucking right.
I found some colored jar potions or whatever in the depths of Dwimmermount.
Right, did you? Well, I'll take a look at them.
Pulling out of his bag, just looking. Can't tell where he's looking. Carefully setting them down to make sure they don't break. I should have grabbed that. Way back.
Oh, I forgot to ask, were you consuming Azoth in the last day?
Is it the same day?
Well, since you guys had slept. So yes, it is a new day.
Then yes, I had it with coffee.
You can now cast a random 4th level magic user spell once per day. Yeah. So
Yeah, I want to go.
it's working.
A little type of step.
It's
It's working. My guy can cast a spell that's a higher level than he is. I want to point out 4th level spells don't come around till like 11th level in first edition. 10th,
Yeah.
11th level.
Yeah.
It's working.
Um,
Yeah.
and what color potions did you have?
They were like red
Did you take one of each?
Took 2 of these. There were 8 there.
Okay. So he uncorks one of the blue potions. He sniffs it and cuts his head back quickly. This, whatever this is certainly a toxin. He corks it and pushes them both towards you. He uncorks the green one. So that was the blue. It's poison. It acts as a potion of poison. He uncorks the green potion, sniffs it, then dips a finger in and licks it. Sweet. This one, albeit strange in appearance, I feel as if these are potions of healing. Though incredibly well mimicked and concealed. It's impressive. He pops the cork on the yellow potion, and immediately a gaseous steam begins to emit through the bottle. He quickly recaps it. This one, I'm not sure. Somewhat strange. You might need someone more tested in the magical arts to tell you what this is.
Phineas has a brief blank stare over his face as he remembers to flash fire set in the gym as the ball crackles.
The gas
Smiles a little
looks
bit.
similar, but not the same color.
It's going to be a similar effect one way or the other. So, gotcha. Next one.
And he uncorks the red one, dips a finger in, expecting it to be a healing potion, as it smells awfully sweet. He goes to taste it and immediately spits it out on the floor, kind of wiping it over with his boot. This one, I can't put a finger on it, but it tastes abhorrent.
You put it in it.
He's not sure what it is, but it does taste terrible. Perhaps a failed healing potion? I don't feel ill, but that's awful. I'd sooner drink the poison. Is there anything else I can do or procure for you? I need to wash my mouth out after that.
Right.
That's what she said.
There's a
Don't forget to gargle.
penny glowy light thing, and he just like phases out a little bit trying to think of the name. But the thing we had the fuel rod for.
Oh, the orrery.
The spinny giant. Yori, you know anything about any of those?
No, we've only tracked time on paper, unfortunately, for millennia now.
I mean, oh,
I've heard of them, but I've never seen one in person. Perhaps in larger kingdoms they might hold them.
You don't say. You don't have any scrolls on the
Any what?
theoretically. Just
You're cutting out.
it's fine. You have any scrolls, perhaps? You know, theoretically, just in case.
Did you say, do you have any gold?
Scrolls.
Pearls? Well, I suppose. Um,
Scrolls that you write on. Young busy
scrolls, sorry.
Scrolls.
Yes, yes, of course. We could certainly provide paper for you, and ink and inkwells if need be.
I prefer to have the information I'm looking for pre-recorded. That's fine too.
Very well. Well, I could certainly spare you some paper. The ink, part with it for perhaps 2 gold. Just know it doesn't go to me, it goes to the people of Mudburn.
Oh, I'm quite aware. I have some relics for you then.
Oh,
Since you don't have the scrolls I seek. And he pulls out the 2 inkwells.
oh my.
Sure.
These are
And he'll
exquisite.
them. Yes. Plenty more where that came from. Somewhere.
Very well.
Maybe.
Well, have it the supplies that you might need.
Oh no, these are for you. I just need information on the orrery, which you don't have, so I will go elsewhere.
Very well.
Have a good day.
So Saturday, how long would it take to send a letter to a relative?
A couple of days if they don't live in town.
Okay. Yep, they do not live in town.
The next town over is probably 3 days away, so about 6 days for a courier to run there and run a response back.
Yep. There isn't going to be a response. They're just going to show up.
Very good.
I mean, it's still a 3-day response.
Yeah, so they would arrive in about 6 days, roughly when your armor is going to be ready at this point.
Perfect. So yeah, I got my new character rolled up. I feel like I rolled pretty decent. I got a +1 in most of my stats.
Nice. That's good across the board.
Yep, my best stat got a 15.
Nice. And what are you rolling them as?
Magic user.
Nice.
This is Mars Black Strength.
Nice.
Very interesting person.
Sounds eccentric.
She is very eccentric.
She or me?
Yes. She is very eccentric. I've been planning to make this character for a bit, so I thought, why the fuck not?
And is there anything else you guys wanted to do before nightfall?
Is there any way I can get something for like a magic user in advance?
I mean, she would probably have most of the material components she needed.
Okay.
There is unfortunately few magic users within Muntberg.
Montberg. Yeah, that's fine. I know 2 really good ones.
That's true.
At least
The
Lars, Tars,
competition
and
level's
Blandu.
pretty low. I mean, I'm winning. If that says anything.
So, my magic user is going to be chaotic good. It's going to be fantastic.
We'll see.
About the alignment.
Yeah. Chaotic good. Woo! I rolled max HP for her, dude. Let's go.
Oh yeah,
Let's fucking
must be
go.
nice.
You gotta think of the asshole. Not Jimothy Gill.
Listen, listen. Your level 1 has 1 less HP than I do at level 3.
That's crazy.
That was because I rolled a 2 and then a 1.
And I lost 2.
No, Jimothy lost 2. That's why he's dead now. Rest in
Oh, yeah,
peace.
that's right. Jimothy lost 2. I was thinking you both lost 2.
Nope, just him. Thankfully, his sacrifice is appreciated.
Were you almost dead when that happened? When that explosion happened?
I had 2 health points left, so yeah.
Oof. Yeah. 2
I think
HP
jokes
mattered.
Heal me. Yeah, I only get 1, but I don't. Sorry, I'm sorry. Big chef.
You guys want to run the Fight Club tonight? Do you want to hold it next week's session?
I'm down either way. Did Prof pass out?
No, I think he went to the bathroom.
So, Beastie, what spell should I take? Oh, wait, I can't even take a spell yet, can I?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, wait, no, I can take 1 level 1 spell.
You should get sleep.
Sleep. Okay.
Like, nope, not dealing with that. That's your problem now.
That would fit with this person, too. Is there, like, spell slots I have to worry about?
Yeah,
this?
you have 1.
I get 1
Okay.
spell slot. Okay.
You're now starting to realize what I started with
I'm
19 episodes ago.
yes.
There's a reason he's been carrying rocks.
Do you use just like the little boxes at the bottom? At the bottom left.
I mean, I shoot people with a bow now, but originally I was throwing rocks at people and shining my mirror on them with the lantern light.
Would I need to buy a bow, or is she gotta become an equipment? Oh, never mind.
I think maybe we'll have a smoke and wrap it up for the night. Start back
Sounds good.
with the Fight Club. You
Next
guys
week.
can pick up the hammer and
Possible crime. I mean,
yeah, but
theoretically speaking, just
is it a crime when it's committed or like
You just
I thought there was a vampire, so I accidentally dropped this yellow potion through their window. They ran away. My bad.
Did you want to do that? Do you want to throw something through the window?
I'm really thinking about it. But I'll wait.
Pull it over for a little bit.
Yeah. Because the azoth's in there still. There's also a vampire possible.
There's a lot of Azoth in there.
Just dripping on the floor. I mean, I have my own. I know what I'm doing. You guys are doing Fight Club tonight, quote unquote, right?
Yeah.
I know what Phineas is doing tonight. He's robbing that fucking bitch and was blowing her place up and stealing all her alchemy equipment for his own.
Oh
So he
yeah.
can find his own Azoth.
Oh yeah. I wanted to. I forgot to show the party. Mike, my largest bite mark on his neck.
Do what?
I meant to show the party the bite mark on Lois's neck.
Oh. Oh, that doesn't look good. What did you do?
I don't know. I think window was left open and got a couple mosquito bites.
You left your window open last night?
Didn't. I didn't leave it open. Well, it was open some point apparently because bug
When
got
I
in.
said lock the door, I presume that you knew I meant your windows too.
And Lars starts to like slowly builds his panic. He starts panicking more and more. He's like,
Fix
oh
it.
my god.
We can fix this.
He's
We
like,
just need
Taurus
to
is
talk
right,
to-
Taurus is right.
We just need to talk to John Jacob about this, wherever he went to.
You just see Lars running around the room panicking, just yelling Taurus is right the whole time.
At this point, Tar's head kind of snaps and looks at the two of you. No, I'm sure it's nothing.
I mean, if you say so.
Lars will look at Taurus and be like, you'll see, I'll get Mars's advice when she shows up.
And Charles kind of looks at him and smiles, kind of a very uncanny and almost sinister grin to Lars. Good. Glad you called for her. I think we'll wrap it there.
Perfect.
To your rants, Calsto is running their Friday night homebrew tonight. Episode 183. It's a fucking dedication right there. I wonder if they've made it to level 3 yet.
Probably not. Probably still at level 1. Farming ourselves.
Right.
Isn't that what we all do? Dwimmermount?
Well,
So they're just as off farming until you level like 40.
it is
Yes.
one way to make a profit.
Either
The raid's almost gone.
Oh
something
no,
really good will happen, or I'm gonna die trying.
right? Well, and to
One
be
shot,
fair,
Wednesday, only fist. Let's go.
right? Bye.
Only fists.
All right, what'd you say?
Who, me?